Wouldn't it be great to go on vacation without coming home with that dreaded 10-pound souvenir? Let's talk about how to enjoy every bite, every sip, every moment, and not come home facing an uphill battle to lose that weight. Welcome. Thank you for being fearlessly, fabulously you. How, you ask? 5 simple strategies. But first, let me tell you what led to me creating this video. I have just completed a 40 pounds in 4 months natural weight loss journey. I didn't quite make it to the 40 pounds, but I came darn close, as these before and after photos should show you. So as a reward for all of that hard work that I did during that 4-month journey, I decided to treat myself to a bucket list item of a 7-day sailing trip. And I decided to do this along the Dalmatian coast near Croatia. I'm also going to be spending a couple of days in 2 different cities in Croatia. And I'm going on a couple of food and wine tours. However, I did not want to come back and regret having gone because I blew all of that hard work I did over that 4 months. So I decided to do some research and find out what the experts said about how to maintain your weight loss, or at least not gain that dreaded 10 pounds upon your return while you're on vacation. We ought to be able to feast without fear, right? We deserve it. So here are 5 strategies to be able to enjoy your vacation fully and not dread the weigh-in when you return. Tip number 1, plan but don't restrict. Travel is about enjoyment, not deprivation. Before you go, think about your meals. Are there spots famous for fresh salads or lean proteins? For instance, Croatia is known for its seafood. Seafood is easy to eat light, and I'll avoid the bread mostly and supplement with veggies and a nice salad. Planning helps you make joyful choices, not rigid rules. Tip number 2, move playfully. Walking tours, dancing, swimming, yoga, and I plan to do some stand-up paddleboarding, which I love. These will keep your metabolism humming. You don't have to hit the gym hard, but if you have a choice between a 12-hour bus ride or a hike to a beautiful vista, what you choose will decide what you want to do the next day. You can go on that bus ride, but if you're in a bus all day long, maybe go dancing that night, or at least get up early and go for a nice hike. Tip number 3 is mindful indulgence. Savor the local flavors, but there's no need to rush through them or binge. In Croatia, I hear there's an ice cream or gelato place on every corner. I'm glad that while I like ice cream, it isn't one of my temptations. I could really go years without having any. However, my son and his fiance are in Belgium right now, and they picked up a gift of Belgian chocolates for me. You can bet I'll have a few when they bring them to me, but I will share them and I'll do my best to make them last. Ways to do mindful indulgence when you're on vacation is to split the dessert and sip a cocktail. You don't have to have 3 of them. I read this in a book at least 20 years ago. It was a fiction book, and I'm surprised it stuck with me, but it really did. I don't know if it will help you, but I'll just share. It was by 𝗴𝗶𝗵𝗁, and it was a book called 𝗴𝗶𝗶. He was a government assassin, of all places to get diet advice, right? But he was he was a very wealthy man, and he was hosting this beautiful dinner for some dignitaries. And he had the most delicious wine, and he poured the wine out for everyone. And it was so delicious that everyone had 2 or 3 glasses. And they all noticed that he stopped at 1 glass. And they asked him why. And he said, the second glass doesn't taste any more delicious than the first one. And that really got me to thinking, you can really enjoy what you're eating without having to continue to enjoy it. You don't have to have 12 servings of something. you can actually just stop at the one serving and have had the same most wonderful, tasteful experience as someone who has 12 servings. And as far as balance goes, you want to balance a heavy meal with a lighter meal. So if you have pasta, let's say, one evening, and Croatia is known for great pastas near, Italy. It has a lot of Italian influence there. Then, the next day, maybe have a lighter meal, a salad or seafood. And make sure that if you have a heavier protein, that you balance that out with a salad or some nice light veggies as well. Tip number 4 is to hydrate. Now I picked up this travel bottle. See, it squeezes down so it's easier to pack for my trip to Croatia because I intend to drink plenty of water. I understand it can be a bit dry there and a bit warm, and I don't want to get dehydrated. Also, oftentimes thirst will disguise itself as hunger. So you think that you're hungry, but you're actually just thirsty. So staying hydrated, drinking a little water before a meal can also help you feel fuller faster. And drinking it after a meal is always a good idea. And if you're out walking, you're definitely going to want to stay hydrated. Tip number 5 is to pack some healthy snacks. That will keep you from just grabbing the first thing that's available because you're starving. I detest most airline food, so for the flights out, which are lengthy flights, and back, I'm going to bring some of my go-tos, some very healthy beef sticks, chomps or nicks, some protein bars. I use Perfect protein bars, which are delicious, and maybe a handful or so, a little baggie of hazelnuts. So this is a great way to keep yourself from overindulging in the wrong things and keep yourself from feeling too hungry. And here's a bonus tip, self-compassion. One extra scoop of ice cream when you're on vacation is not going to derail your plan, especially if you follow the rest of the tips that are provided here. Remember, this is your vacation and it's about enjoying life. Be kind to yourself. Weight maintenance is a long game, and your vacations are all about enjoying life. Now, I plan on sharing my Croatia trip with you when I return, and I will tell you whether these tips work for me or not. So stay tuned, please subscribe, and stay fearless and fabulous. I'll see you next time.